Hey guys, my name is Lily and today I want to show you how I make myself some leather balm for my shoes. And yeah, it's winter time and now my leather boots are really suffering from dirt and snow and ice. And today I thought I want to make myself some leather balm so I can protect my shoes. Now before we make the leather balm, I first want to show you how I'm cleaning my shoes because I found a really professional method which is really awesome and which makes your shoes happy, okay? So first of all, I take my shoe and I take them inside, let them dry. And of course there's some dirt on the shoe, so I take a really soft brush. This one cost me like $1 at the dollar store. And I brush off the shoe like this. So then most of the dirt comes off, but you really have to make sure that the brush is not too hard. Otherwise, it's going to leave marks on the leather. So make sure that you get a really soft brush. Then when I'm done with the big brush, I take a really small toothbrush and I clean all of the seams, the stitching on the shoe, to make sure that even the stitching is somewhat clean. Okay, after I have cleaned the shoe, I then take some saddle soap, and this is by the company Fibings. It's a really nice product, and it's basically soap for your shoe. So you can get this on Amazon and in other leather stores. And basically it looks like this, okay? So this is a brand new saddle soap. Looks nice. It's a little bit soft. And this is how it looks after I cleaned 7 pairs of shoes. So after usage, you have to leave it open for a couple of days so it can dry out completely. So this saddle soap is really awesome and I love it. And this is how I use it. So first of all, I take a really soft brush. This is 100% horsehair. And you want to take some water, make the brush a little bit wet, and then you put it into the saddle soap like this, make some circles, so you pick up some soap, like that. And then you put this on the shoe, like so. Can make it a little bit more wet if you like. Okay, and now you want to quickly wipe this dry. So it's not good for the leather if the shoe is wet for a long time. So make sure that you're only cleaning small spots on the shoe and then wipe off the saddle soap. So this is how the shoe looks after the saddle soap. Really awesome. And now we have to let it dry for a couple of minutes until we can apply a leather balm that we are going to make today. Okay, so now I want to show you the ingredients for the leather balm I want to make today. So first of all, we are going to need some beeswax, and I've purchased the beeswax that comes in pastilles because it's easier to melt. But you can also take bigger chunks of beeswax and just cut it down, no problem. Then second, I've bought some pure neat's foot oil. And this is nourishing the leather, so it's a standard product in leather care and it's really good. And then here we got some shea butter, and if you don't have shea butter, you can substitute it with coconut butter or even tallow. Yeah, then next I want to add a few drops of vitamin E, and this is a really strong antioxidant and it's going to keep your oils from getting rancid. So vitamin E is going to prolong the shelf life of your leather balm. Yeah, and then last but not least, I want to use a couple of drops of citronella oil, and it's smelling really good. So that's the main purpose why I'm using it in my leather balm today. Okay, and here's the recipe of my leather balm that I want to make today. 1 part of beeswax, 1 part of shea butter, 2 parts of neat's foot oil, and a couple of drops of vitamin E. Okay, so for melting the ingredients, I want to use the double boiler method. So I have this bigger can here, and I'm gonna pour some water into it. And the smaller can is going to sit inside the bigger can. And now we are going to fill up the smaller can with the ingredients. Okay, I'm going with 50 grams of beeswax. And now we got 50 grams of shea butter. And now we are going to add 100 grams of neat's foot oil. Alright, I made a little bit of a mess, but now we have all of the ingredients inside, and now we are going to melt this down. Okay, I'm going to use some safety alcohol. Now this stove here is by the company Copeland, and I really love it if I have to do projects inside of my basement. It's a really super safe stove. Okay, so now let's wait until everything has melted down. Okay, so as you can see, we have now a liquid, and the temperature is about 73 degrees Celsius. And now we want to wait a little bit to let this cool down. And this is important because we don't want to add the essential oil and the vitamin E when it's too hot, because that would destroy the vitamins, and the essential oil would then become volatile and just fly away, and you won't smell anything anymore if you're adding this to the liquid when it's too hot. Okay, now it's time to add the vitamin E. And a couple of drops of citronella. All right, here we go. Alright, so now we want to wait until the leather balm solidifies. Okay, so this is the leather balm after about 10 minutes of cooling, and it's looking really nice. Also, you don't want to let them cool with the lid on, otherwise you will get some condensation at the inside of the lid. So you want to let the cans cool without the lid so that all of the condensation can evaporate. Alright, the wax has hardened, and now let's check out the consistency. Yeah, that's perfect. So I don't want the wax to be too hard or too soft, and this is the perfect consistency to rub it into leather. Nice, look at that. That's really awesome. Yeah, I think that this recipe is really good, and I have a couple of smaller tins that I can give someone as Christmas present, and then I have these really small tins which I've made for hiking and backpacking when I'm staying out in the wilderness. You also want to take care of your shoes, so yeah, it's always great to have different size containers of your leather balm. So yeah, pretty awesome, guys. I really like my new leather balm, and that's exactly what I needed for my shoes, because now we have winter in Austria and you really want to treat your leather and save it from the moisture. Alright guys, so this is it for today. I really want to thank you for watching and stay tuned till next time.